Yes, this is for Speech 101 class. This is my tribute speech, which is about David Pierpont, David Church Pierpont Jr., who is my father, and it's by me, Jason Pierpont. My father was born in Buffalo, New York on November 24th, 1943. He resided in Buffalo, New York till about the age of 20, and until he joined the Air Force. And once he joined the Air Force, he started traveling around the United States. My father, he now resides in Belchtown, Massachusetts. He's a full-time nurse as a nurse supervisor at Providence Hospital in West Springfield, Massachusetts in the psych ward. Three main points I wanted to talk about my father today was being a father, being in the Air Force, and being a nurse supervisor. Being a father, my father has 3 children, 1 daughter and 2 sons. My father also has 4 grandchildren, 3 boys and 1 girl. My father also has 1 more grandchild on the way. My girlfriend and I are expecting a baby girl in July. Being a father whilst also being in the Air Force, now you know a little bit about my father. Now I will talk about his military background. My father being in the military, my father served in the United States Air Force. My father served our country for 27 years. My father is also a Vietnam veteran. My father was last stationed in Chicopee, Massachusetts at Westover Air Force Base. He was honorably discharged. From being in the Air Force to becoming a nurse, now you know a little bit about my father's military background. Now we're going to talk about his medical background. My father became a nurse. My father received his LPN degree from Greenfield Community College. He then had worked at the Department of DMR, the Department of Mental Retardation, for 2 years. Then he went back to school to get his RN degree, also graduated from Greenfield Community College. And then as an RN, he worked in the Wing Hospital on the emergency room ward. From there on, and that was in Palmer, Massachusetts. And my father has worked as a nurse for over 20 years. He's still working full-time as a nurse supervisor now in Providence Hospital in West Springfield, Massachusetts. He actually works in the psych ward, and he's been doing that for over 10 years now. So my father being a nurse, now you know a little bit info on my father's medical background of becoming a nurse and still working in the field today. Do we have any questions for me about my father? Some common questions I would say from my dad is, how did your father balance being in the military and being a father? One of the main things I'd say is my father very much enjoyed being in the Air Force. When he came home from work, he left work at work. You know, it's like it was a transition. Once he went through the door, he became dad. And so it was a very easy transition for him to just being there and being our father. The other second common question would be, why did your father decide to become a nurse once he got out of the military? To me, that's pretty easy. My father liked working with people while being in the military. When he looked into another career opportunity, he saw nursing as a good fit for him, working with people and taking care of them. So my main conclusion is my father, I honored my father with this presentation because my main reason is that he inspired me to take a good role, to be a good role model for when I become a father. I also like working with people, so I have followed his footsteps to becoming a nurse as well. He truly inspired me to follow this path. My father inspired me to become a nurse. Thank you very much.